everyone. I've been feeling whispers from Pluto all morning just to come on and pull a few cards. So I thought I would just come on and talk a little bit about that. I did my prenatal yoga this morning, feeling really good. And I have been leaning into this oil, Northern Escape. It's a blend that smells, it's a woodland blend. It smells like the forest. And the number one oil in it is black spruce, which I believe helps with forgiveness and expansion of consciousness. But what it really makes me feel is like sinking my roots deep, deep, deep into the earth. And I was reminded of whenever I think of Capricorn, the Capricorn and Cancer axis, I see the world tree. I see the roots as Cancer and the branches as Capricorn. So I felt pulled to get out my Tree Angel Oracle deck, my Tree of Life deck, and also my Ancient Stones Oracle. So, Pluto just moved back into the 29th degree of Capricorn for the last time in our lifetimes. And he'll be there until, I think, around November 19th, before he moves back into Aquarius for the next 20 years. So it's wrapping up of a lot of transformations that we've been going through in our foundations and our structures, our institutions, both internally and externally. So I want to see what tree angel has a message for us for this last degree, last visit in Capricorn from Pluto. And I keep wondering, like, I feel simultaneous energies of Pluto, death, rebirth, and transformation. I feel all stages at once, honestly. A while back, I felt the focus on the rebirth a lot. I think that feels really personal for me, but I think we're in a lot of different stages all at the same time. Different people. Ooh, here we go. Different institutions. Horse chestnut. I feel like this one used to come up a lot. 28. You see all the chestnuts in his lap? This feels like reaping the fruit from what you've sown. Collecting the harvest. Let's see what this card says. Horse chestnut. The horse chestnut is one of the ancient trees of Europe. It survived the last ice age in a valley hidden in the Balkans, where it remained, since its countless large and heavy conkers never fall far from the tree. It was only in the 16th century that this beautiful tree was discovered by a Flemish diplomat who was visiting Turkey. From that time onward, it spread far and wide across the world thanks to human intervention in the botanical gardens of Paris and London. Now, in many parts of the globe, children and adults play with its shiny brown conkers, and not before time. The horse chestnut had to wait nearly 10,000 years for its fruit to be enjoyed and appreciated. The angel of horse chestnut possesses an appropriately angelic level of patience. It teaches us an ancient trust to wait peacefully until it is the right time to act. And once we have mastered waiting, we are not actually waiting anymore. We are able to enjoy what is now. We haven't just achieved the ability to be patient. We've also found the optimism and confidence to know that everything will turn out well, or that things are going well already will get even better. We know that the universe is abundance itself and gives us all plenty. We can join in and become as generous and free as this tree growing on fertile soil with its profusion of leaves, buds, and fruit. Don't hold back. Be generous. Empty vessels will be filled. Let's give pleasure to ourselves and to others. Without blessings of the horse chestnut, we are quick to lose patience. We rush and hurry after things that don't make us happy in the end because the timing just isn't right. When a situation gets serious, we become pessimistic, mean, and mistrustful. That's some really good wisdom. It's like very important to stay patient with the process of everything, right? And that makes sense with Capricorn being ruled by Saturn, like the Lord of Time. And Capricorn is so patient. So it feels like with Pluto, this like death and rebirth, it's like an emptying of a cup. And we, instead of looking at the cup as empty, it's like, how can you look at it as open to receive, open to receive the new and to receive abundance. I really love that. It really is like emphasizing stepping out of a fear state and leaning into trust. Let's see what we get from the Tree of Life. I'm sorry, I'm getting winded easily these days. As I talk, I'm like, so bear with me. Ooh, let's see here. Ooh, the element of fire, passion, enthusiasm, and creation. Ooh, look at the dragon energy. I have chills. I almost pulled out my dragon deck. I might have to pull a dragon too. This is, and there's the phoenix as well on his shoulder. I've been following Vicky Iskandar. She's a Chinese astrologer and has put out a Chinese astrology deck as well. And she talks about how the dragon and the phoenix are friends and how they benefit each other. So I feel like we're all kind of riding the dragon in this year of the dragon. And I've really been feeling this fire energy as well. There's just been a lot of Leo energy that's been lit up, and it's this fire that's, well, for me, I feel it more passionately. Fire can also represent anger. So it feels important that whatever you need to release, right? And turn it or alchemize it into creation. Let your angle, your angle, that's interesting. Let your anger fuel your passion and fuel what it is you want to create, rather than letting it be destructive. Okay, so I also want to see what wisdom the stones have for us today. Hi, Lauren. Let's see here. Ancient stones for this Pluto and Capricorn. Beautiful message do you have for us today? Find your center. Stay true to you. Call it to you. Wow. This again is that empty vessel energy to me. And also the fire. That divine spark in her heart. And there's a spiral. It's not quite a labyrinth. It's more of a spiral in these, I want to see where this is. Let's look it up. Find your center. This feels like a lot of reiterated messages from the new moon reading I did. Since ancient times, stones have helped humans find their center and their way home through labyrinths and along paths and roads. This card is a call to remember who you truly are and return you to it again and again. The stones are calling you back home to yourself, to go in before looking outside for answers. They're here to help you remember that no one knows what's true for you better than you do, and that the best person you can possibly be is yourself. You know, this is really making me feel that reclamation of our own divine authority and our own sovereignty. And I've felt that really strongly with Pluto moving through Capricorn. And I've been living through this transit myself over my Sun and Venus. So I've been learning a lot of these lessons about where I'm outsourcing my power, giving my power away, and not trusting myself. And it's been quite a journey. I think it takes a lot of experience and trial and error, and I'm still on it, to be able to lean into self-trust more. But that's really what we're being asked to do. And I really have felt that everything in the world being so kind of confusing and chaotic has been that invitation for us to come back to ourselves and lean into our own intuition and our own hearts and figure out how we feel about things. So the soul inquiry is, how are you being called to stay true to you? And this is the labyrinth at Fairy Glen on Scotland's Isle of Skye. So that's interesting. I feel like a lot of references back to Europe and the UK through these cards. And if you think about it, that is that's the culture that initiated the culture of the US, as the US has been going through this Pluto return. And what I've really felt is that the US has always been like this child of Britain that has been trying to rebel and go do its own thing. And we've been trying to figure it out, right? And so this feels like our chance to figure it out, but we're not relying on our parents anymore. We have to figure it out ourselves. And at the same time, there's so much divine energy and potential supporting us. So, and that all of that lives within us. That's what's in the center of us. So I'm going to pull a dragon really quick too, because I almost pulled this deck out and then that dragon showed up in another card. So let's see what dragon wants to come forward for Pluto's last dive into Capricorn. I'm being reminded of Draco, the Draco constellation, and how that used to represent royalty. And I saw a vision when I checked in with the dragons for this year, of crowns being put on everybody. So this is again that ode to like reclaiming your divine authority. And I also am remembering Stevie Callista and I did a yearly forecast, and I heard this was the year of returning, and I feel that message coming through with this card big time. Returning to your roots. For me, I know I do actually have Scottish roots, so it's interesting. And all of our roots are important. All of us, it's very important to get in touch with our ancestors and the land they came from, even if we can't go there. Ooh, this just flipped out. Crystal Yellow Dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination and walk the higher path. Beautiful. This feels like a coronation of this like golden crown. Let's see what the book says here. Crystal Yellow Dragon 62. Crystal Yellow Dragons clear space around the crown chakra of animals and humans and then illuminate the chakra and set it glowing. This enables the angels and source itself to see us. Each of the 1,000 petals of your crown chakra can be extended to connect with a particular star, planet, or universal energy. However, I'm getting like tingling on my head right now. However, in order for the petals to reach out, the light around them must be pure. So crystal yellow dragons work rather like fairies who blow away the lower frequencies around plants so that they can grow freely. Crystal yellow dragons not only have huge open hearts, but they also carry fifth dimensional wisdom codes for the universe and can download them into those of us who are ready. They work with Archangel Jophiel to light up and expand the crown chakras of all of us at a fifth dimensional frequency. They then cooperate with the unicorns to connect the petals into sources of universal wisdom and knowledge. And the unicorns have been prevalent. I always feel their energy around August. And I did this month. This past August. And they came up again in the new moon reading that I did as well. So they're definitely, it's unicorns and dragons, all hands on deck right now. Receiving this card suggests it's time for you to walk a higher spiritual path. Crystal yellow dragons are swirling around your head, freeing the petals of your crown chakra from lower energies, allowing them to open and illuminating them. These dragons remind you that you are a being of the universe. The ultimate is to become a cosmic master, so step onto a diamond path. The crystal yellow dragons will ensure you connect with those who are ready for the light you carry. When you meet people, your light will automatically light up the keys and codes of mastery latent within them. The time for this higher service is now. So I really feel that confirms what I was seeing with the dragons putting the crowns on everybody's heads. Hi, Chris. Perfect timing. Chris is a ambassador for the elementals, the dragons, and the unicorns. So yeah, definitely interesting, these crown activations. And I'm reminded of how like the trees really reach for that cosmic energy as well. And it's really important to stay grounded. So with this message of the golden dragons blowing away the lower energies, gosh, I feel it so much in my crown. It's wild. It's like asking us to let go. This keeps happening. Like spirit is always asking me. Chris says she thought the same thing when she saw that card. Spirit is always asking us to let go of what's no longer serving us. And sometimes I get frustrated because I feel like they can't possibly understand how heavy the 3D reality can feel sometimes, but I feel like they're always asking us to let go and transmute that energy into something higher, something creative, something where we're sharing our passion. And today I'm going on and moving on from here and canning tomatoes. That's one of my passions, is preserving food and just being close to the earth. And I feel that fiery energy with the tomatoes as well. So anyway, it feels like an emptying out. Again, I'm seeing that empty cup ready to be filled, and that crown chakra being cleared, ready to receive the crown of your own divine authority. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you soon.